Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about psychoanalytic therapy or psychoanalyst therapy. First, we will see the definition of the therapy. Psychoanalysis is a type of therapy used to express the suppressed emotions and feelings to get a relief from tensions. This therapy will help to release the subconscious and unconscious feeling into conscious level of mind. So, if the problems are coming to the conscious level of mind, the person will get a relaxation from the suppressed emotions and feelings. Sigmund Freud is considered as the founder of psychoanalysis therapy. In this model, he divided our mind into three layers such as conscious, unconscious and subconscious level of mind. Conscious mind include the present thoughts and feelings. Subconscious is otherwise known as preconscious mind. Include all memory which can able to recall or remember. And unconscious mind include primitive desires and behaviors, and this is considered as the deepest layer of mind. So according to Freud, these are all the three stages of mind or three layers of mind. Again, afterwards, Sigmund Freud developed advanced structural model of mind. Based on that, there are three stages of our mind. They are ID, ego, and superego. ID is the first part of mind where the people seek or search for immediate gratification. An example I will tell you. You saw some pen. Suddenly you will tell, I want that pen or I need that pen. An immediate gratification we can see here. It includes biological needs and instinctual needs. Biological needs means physical needs and instinctual needs means natural needs of human being. This idea is unconscious part of mind and that will act without much thought like what is right and what is wrong. Second is ego. Ego is conscious part of mind and ego is acting as a bridge between superego and ID. Ego is based on some principle and it will keep a check on what is doing and whether the particular action is relevant or not. Ego will try to create a compromise situation between superego and ID. Again, the same example we can take. You need the pen, but you will say that I want the pen, but I will buy another one same like that. So here we can see a compromise situation between superego and ID. Third one is superego. Superego is related to our values. Superego acts as an ethical constraint on behavior and it helps the person to understand social values, ethics and what is right and what is wrong. Now we will see what is psychoanalytical therapy or what is psychoanalytical model. It is concentrating on unconscious mind and believing that past experience and informations can give idea to solve or sort out present problems. And the theory is saying that early childhood is playing a major role in the development of a person. Again, according to Freud, there are 5 stages of development in childhood. They are oral, anal, phallic, latent and genital stage, and this is called as Freud psychosexual stages of development. We will see each one. First one, oral stage. Oral stage from birth to 1 year. Here the child will get pressure from mouth. For example, sucking fingers. Second stage is anal stage. Here the child gets pleasure from anus. And it ranges from 1 to 3 years. For example, like expelling feces. Third stage is phallic stage from 3 to 6 years. Here the child is getting pleasure from penis or clitoris. Fourth stage is latency stage from 6 to puberty. Here the child will not show any sexual mortification. And last stage is genital stage from puberty to adulthood. Here the child gets pressure from vagina or penis. So these are all the stages of psychosexual development of Freud. Sigmund Freud believed that life was built on tension and pleasure. Freud also believed that all tension was due to libido problems or sexual energy problems and all the pleasure came from its discharge. Sexual means in very open way to mean all the pleasure giving thoughts and actions. According to Freud, we need to maintain a balance between all ID, ego and superego. He says that first 5 years of life of a child is very much important to develop his adulthood personality. According to Freud, every individual need to complete these 5 psychosexual stages of development, that is oral, anal, phallic, latent and genital, to become a perfect and psychologically healthy human being. If we go through each stage in proper way, that will help us to develop ID, ego and superego in proper way. Otherwise, the individual will get internal conflicts or intrapsychic conflicts or inner conflicts and sufferings, and it leads to behavioral and emotional problems in adulthood. Methods and techniques we will see now. A psychotherapist or psychoanalyst can use many different techniques, but there are four basic components are there for psychoanalysis. They are interpretation, transfer analysis, technical neutrality, and countertransference analysis. We will see each one. First is interpretation. Interpretation is the first stage of psychoanalysis in which communication taking place between the therapist and analyst, and it will help the client to see their defense mechanism and impulses which create the defense. There are three classifications of interpretation are there, such as clarification, confrontation and interpretation. We will see each stage. First one is clarification. Clarification, in which the therapist will clarify what is going on in patient's consciousness. Second one is confrontation. Confrontation will help the client to understand their nonverbal aspects of communication. And last one is interpretation, and it deals with complete aspects of communication with the client. Second is transference analysis. It means systematic analysis of total communication, which include both verbal and non-verbal form of communication. This phase is playing a major role in psychoanalysis. Psychoanalysts need to note down or record or document all the verbal and non-verbal communication to understand what kind of defense mechanism she or he is using or the patient is using. Next one is technical neutrality. Therapists need to maintain a neutral relationship with the client or maintain a distance from the client's ID, ego, and superego, and also from the client's external reality to avoid the complication or consequences in the future or after the therapy. Next one is counter-transference analysis. It means the therapist's reaction to client or patients followed by the therapy. Counter therapy will help the analyst or the therapist to analyze their own reactions to the client. To do proper psychoanalytic treatment, the analyst must see the client's experiences objectively and understand the transference happening in the client and in their own experience. So, counter-transference analysis playing a major role in psychoanalysis therapy. Next one is free association. It is a technique used in psychoanalytic therapy. It makes the patient to talk, or we can say it encourages the client to talk freely without any hesitation. To make it possible, therapists need to maintain non-judgmental approach. At that time, therapists need to concentrate very clearly, very sharply to understand all the things, all the meanings of the client's conversation, which helps to understand client's intrapsychic conflicts. So, it makes the patient to talk. Free association will help the patient to talk freely. The therapist must note that any interruptions in free association may be the sign of repressed anxiety of patient. By identifying and interpreting this unconscious material, the therapist helps the individual to achieve deeper insight. Simply we can say, very relaxed environment to the client will allow the client to explore their feelings. Dream analysis. It is another technique. Freud considered dreams to be the royal road to the unconscious. Dream analysis playing a major role in psychoanalytical therapy. Here the client will tell about the dream which they have seen, and the therapist will help them to understand the hidden and obvious meaning of the dream. Resistant analysis. It is another technique. Means the patients attempt to prevent anxiety-provoking situation which entering into their conscious mind. To do this, they will come late for the appointment or will not show interest in answering some questions. This will provide a hint to the therapist into conflicts which troubling the patient. Once the therapists understand these conflicts and troubling problem, they will start helping the client to explore the feeling and face the conflicts. Psychoanalysis remains one of the most controversial approaches to psychotherapy and has been heavily criticized over the years. Some significant criticism are Freud failing to give adequate attention to factors such as free will, genetics, and environment. Other criticism is traditional psychoanalysis is time consuming one. Another criticism is in traditional analysis, therapist is not maintaining much relationship with the client. Therapy directly focusing on internal or psychic conflicts, that is another criticism. As a result of that, some say it would not be suitable for individual experiencing psychotic disturbances or who lack this level of ego control. Nowadays, the therapists are following time-limited version of psychoanalysis and tends to be more interactive. Therapy is focusing more on current problems rather than childhood experiences, but the techniques are remain same. Thank you.